And for more on this, I am joined by Lana, Payne, UNIFOR National President. Thank you, Lana, so much for joining us this morning. Good morning to you. And so can you give us an update on the situation for the people on the picket line?
Yes, for sure. Well, obviously, we're in a dispute. The company, I'm not sure how they expected business to be usual when they locked out 2,100 employees across the country. And I remind everyone that they started this action, locking our members out. They brought concessions to the bargaining table. They clearly we're looking for a dispute. And obviously, in the middle of this dispute, the anti-scab legislation came into force on June 20th. And now, as a result, they can't use replacement workers. So my message has been clear to DHL all along. They need to bargain a fair collective agreement with our members.
So what are the major sticking points?
There's a number of sticking points because we have concessions there that will result in one group of workers taking pay cuts. The reality is that we've had a round of bargaining that's been happening since January, in which the concessions are designed to pit one group of workers against another group of workers, drivers against clerical workers, region of the country against region of the country. And our bargaining committee has been very strong, and they said, no, we are not going to give in to those kind of divisive tactics. And in this case, DHL has completely underestimated the resolve of our membership. And they want a collective agreement that respects everybody in the bargaining unit. And that's where we stand right now. And again, this dispute will get settled in one place and one place only, and that's the bargaining table.
Can you tell me, is there any chance in the near future that you see both parties coming to the bargaining table?
I mean, absolutely. As soon as the company understands that the way and path to a fair collective agreement is to get past the concessions that they have on the table, to make sure that we are treating everybody in the bargaining unit with respect, there is a path for an agreement here. Our union negotiates thousands of collective agreements. We know how to get a fair deal for working people. We know how to bargain professionally, and we understand what it takes to get there. DHL needs to get to the table with one thing in mind. They will not divide our members here. They expect to have a fair collective agreement that treats everyone fairly from one part of the country to the other. And until the company understands that, we're going to continue to have a dispute here.
The employees have been on the picket lines for nearly 2 weeks now. How are they feeling? Have you had a chance to speak with any of the 2,100 workers?
Oh, yes. I've been to a number of our picket lines. Our leadership have been to picket lines all across the country. Their resolve is strong. They went to this bargaining table with an understanding of what it is that they needed to achieve. There had been a number of issues that have been occurred in the workplace over the last number of years during the current collective agreement that added layers of difficulty and frustration to this bargaining table. And, there's a path forward that the company has to choose to take it.
So, Lana, I just want to get something straight. Up until this point, I mean, the company halted deliveries early this morning, but up until this point, they were using replacement workers to try to manage their workload.
Yes, I mean, deliveries were obviously drastically reduced by DHL because there's no way that they could have kept up 100% service when they locked out our 2,100 members. They had replacement workers in the workplace in a number of locations. And now, as a result of June 20th and the anti-scab legislation coming into effect at the federal level, this is a workplace that is governed by the federal labor code. They've had to operate now without temporary workers, as they call it, but without replacement workers. And so the legislation is working the way that it should. It is supporting collective bargaining and sending a message to both parties that the way to get an agreement is at the bargaining table. We're willing to get there. DHL has to understand there's a path forward, but it's not with the current position that they have.
Lana, thank you so much for breaking this all down for us. We appreciate it. Lana Payne is the UNIFOR National President. Thank you again.